Good day, Methodist Dave here, professional theologian and Bible teacher, with our daily devotion for Monday, May 4th, 2026. Shh. Luke, trust your feelings. I am your Father. May the 4th be with you. Well, it is Monday, May 4th, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you and all that. We come to chapter 4 in the book of Proverbs. And no, I don't do a very good Darth Vader. I remember the movie with Dudley Moore, Holy Moses. And he's kind of like, he lives alongside Moses and kind of his life intersects with Moses a lot. And he keeps telling people that he's heard from God when God was actually speaking to Moses. And God says to him, stop doing me. You don't do me very well. Well, let's look at verses 10 and 11. Listen, my child, and accept my words, that the years of your life will be many. I hereby guide you in the way of wisdom and lead you in upright paths. So wisdom can result in having us have a longer life, a fuller, a more complete life, a life filled with less stress. One of the 10 commandments is a commandment that is to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. And people had elevated that to the point where they were making all these rules about what you can and cannot do on a Sabbath day. And Jesus makes it perfectly clear in the Gospels when he says the Sabbath was made for man. Man wasn't made for the Sabbath. We weren't made to keep the Sabbath. The Sabbath was given to us as a gift. In a labor-intensive culture where you're farming, people worked every single solitary day. There were no days off. There were no weekends. There were no vacations. The only thing that you would have would be religious feasts where you might stop work for a day or so for this festival or something like that. But God says, like, one day out of 7, I want you to stop working. Get a nap in, sit around the house, talk with your kids, read a book, attend worship. Just sit out in the backyard in a beach chair and get some sunshine. Relax. Let your body rest. And also your animals too. Let them rest. And also your servants. Let them rest. And every 7 years, let your land rest. Because if you keep growing stuff in the same plot of ground, it's going to strip it of the nutrients and minerals. So every 6 years, you would stop planting, and that 7th year that you would do nothing in that field. It would just lay there, and grass and weeds would grow. And they would just grow, and then that next winter they died off, and then you'd plow all that material back into the soil, and all that vegetation would go break down in the soil, and it would feed the soil, and it kept your soil going for a long time. So use a little bit of wisdom. Don't work so hard. Eat good foods. Maybe you don't like those foods and vegetables. Maybe they taste yucky. Well, that's what ketchup is for. Use ketchup. In the meantime, if you have a question about this or any other subject, drop me an email, methodistdave@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer your question. Until tomorrow, God bless you, be good to one another, and may the 4th be with you.